Hey y'all, how are y'all doing? Oh Lord, I feel like I look a little blurry. We gonna figure it out. But hey y'all, welcome to another Thriving Thursday. Y'all know y'all got me this week, so I hope y'all okay with that. but yeah, y'all, I'm so excited. I'm not necessarily excited about the topic for tonight because it's a pretty heavy topic, but just excited to see everybody and to get into it. Um, so let's see who we got in here. Hey Sierra, hey Cam, hey Dante, hey Missouri, hey Taylor, hey Lamar, hey Nevaeh. Let's see. Hey Naeem, hey John, and hey Corey. We about to see them honestly in like a couple of seconds. Not even gonna lie to y'all. But hey Keith, how you doing, Keith? All right, y'all. So basically, we got some guests tonight, and I'm about to let them in here so they can show their faces. And they're gonna tell you about what we're gonna talk about. So y'all know Miss Mo a little technologically challenged at some points in time. So we're gonna see, we're gonna get into it. Corey! Uh-oh.
Hey,
Hey.
Background. Hey.
Okay. Okay, John. Wait a minute.
hey.
Oh, Corey looking like a YouTuber. Both of y'all looking like YouTubers. Honestly, got the backgrounds nice and set up.
You know,
I need to do better. I need to do a revamp, obviously.
well, I need my
I
water.
mean, like, the tumbleweeds will forever be original. Don't change it. It's cool.
I mean, you're not even lying. Honestly, I ain't go. I don't plan on changing it. I'm not gonna say I'm not, but I'm not. I don't plan on it. How are y'all?
I'm good. Just been working on certain projects, trying to get my money. Um, yeah. Oh, my birthday next weekend. Well, it's on Thursday. It's next Thursday.
Okay. Yes, birthday coming up. How old are we gonna be?
15, 1 5.
Well, I thought that you were turning 16. Okay. Yes, 15.
People say it's the way I look. I mean,
I mean, that's good to kind of, be mature for your, well, in some cases, it's good to be mature for your age. In some cases, in your case, it's good. Okay, birthday coming up. What sign? Y'all know y'all into signs and stuff. What sign is that?
Virgo. Virgos are the best. I'm sorry. Like, that's just how it is.
Are they?
No,
Oh, okay. Corey, what sign do you believe is the best sign?
I'm a Taurus, so I'm gonna have to say Taurus is the best. I don't even play with us.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that they're a Taurus.
Almost everybody I talk to say that they a Gemini. Like, it's either a Gemini or a Sagittarius.
I don't even know when.
That's like, Gemini's is like, I think May. I
Yeah,
think
Gemini's is like end of May, beginning of June. But when is Taurus, Corey?
May.
That's
My,
May?
yeah, I think I'm the last day. My birthday is the 19th, and like right after it's like Gemini, like nine a couple days after that thing.
Okay. All right. Well, I feel like you're the first Taurus that like said that they were a Taurus that I met. So okay, that's cool. How you doing today, Corey?
I'm doing good. You?
I'm wonderful. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. We got some more people in here. Hey, Simone. Cam says she a Libra. That's September. That's September.
that's like, yeah, late September, early October. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Simone. Oh, Simone says she a Taurus too. Where y'all come from? Who even are y'all?
They coming out the cut. They coming out the cut.
Oh, I'm a Capricorn.
Look, we not really speak on y'all.
Why?
Wait, when the Capricorns?
Like January, like end of December, January. What you mean? What that mean?
I don't know, like I don't understand how y'all be celebrating winter birthdays. Like, what do y'all do? Like, do y'all like? I
All
don't
of
know.
y'all?
Like, it's just hard to have a party in the winter. Like, I feel like so. Like, what do y'all usually do?
Well, good thing I don't like parties. So not for myself. I don't like to have like parties and like celebrations and stuff for my birthday. A lot of people don't even know my birthday because I don't be doing anything. I just be celebrating other people. But I don't know. Other people can't answer as far as what they do for winter birthdays because I don't know. I can't answer on behalf of like parties and stuff because I don't do parties for my birthday. I just be like eating or something. I don't know.
You want to take pictures? You want to go take pictures? No,
What am I taking pictures for?
no. Yeah, you be cold as I don't know what outside.
What?
Well, listen, it's a lot of birthdays inside this year. Okay, so we're gonna figure it out. What you talk about, Corey? You said we're not gonna speak on y'all. What that mean?
What?
What you say?
I ain't never heard of y'all before.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Don't even do that. Yes,
Not
you
don't
did.
do that. Not don't do that.
No,
Right.
he just mad because I said I ain't never met no Tauruses before. That's why. He's met plenty of Capricorns before.
I'm trying to tell you, like the Geminis be deep. They be so deep. I swear, I will be in a room full of Geminis and they all just like attack me just because I'm a Virgo.
And so toxic.
They hate on us, like seriously.
Not all Geminis are toxic, y'all. Let me shut up. I don't even know nothing about the signs, but one of the closest people to me, she's a Gemini, and she's fine.
All right.
I know they, huh?
Okay.
Geminis be a little iffy now. I don't know.
They not. I know it's a stereotype that they crazy. They not crazy. They just you know.
All right, well, some of them make them look bad. How about that?
Okay, all right. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. They're not crazy. They just
When I you say Taurus sound like Taurus. What?
it does. That's what I'm saying. Don't know. Ain't nobody ever met Taurus before.
All right.
Other than Corey.
Please
Huh?
really don't even play with us. Please don't.
Choices is great.
I can go get a couple Tauruses right now and we'll come too deep. Don't even play.
It show us what?
Y'all can have a great time with us. We the best that ever did it. Come on now.
I and show us what.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, we're all the way left. All right, let's come back. Let's come back. Oh, we changing colors. Okay, YouTuber with your LED lights, because I know that's what it is.
I didn't mean to.
Because I'm next. They'll be up there soon.
Yo, I'm loving this background, John. I've seen Corey's background before, so I love his.
I mean, this is a new one. It's obvious what it is. It's my no.
House.
Corey, we don't need a tour.
I don't care.
What is going on?
You show us the entire
Showed us the entire room. For what?
Want to learn?
Huh? No, I don't. No, it's okay. We're all right. I think everybody's okay.
We can never just have 3 Black people on a call and just it not be ghetto.
Speak for yourself, okay? Because I'm actually I'm low on the ghetto today. Beside my camera, I gotta get that together. I don't know what is going on with that, but speak for yourself, okay? Because Corey is giving us all the vibes right now. All right, y'all. Okay. What are we talking about tonight? And why is it important to talk about it?
All right. So Miss Mo hit me up today and she said she basically asked me if I wanted to talk about what was going on. And what's going on basically is that Jacob Blake he got shot this Sunday, and I didn't really know too much about Jacob Blake. I didn't even know like what had happened. I had just like saw it on Twitter and I saw it on YouTube and it was trending. but I never actually clicked on it to see what it was. So when Miss Mo asked me to do it, I thought like I might as well just, see what it is. So I looked it up and he got shot on Sunday and it was basically with an altercation with police. Now I'm gonna give y'all the backstory and like I feel like there was no reason why any of this should have happened. I don't understand why he got arrested or anything, but I'm gonna give y'all the backstory. So around like 5 p.m. they said on Sunday, they got like a call from this girl, and the girl had basically said that her boyfriend, talking about Jacob, was there and he wasn't supposed to be there. He was taking her keys. He didn't want her to leave and all that. So they arrived at the scene, and Jacob's story was that he was breaking up an altercation between the two women. It was two women. So basically they skipped a part of the story and then they just skipped to the part where it was like he was escorted back to his car for some reason. He got escorted back to his car by two police officers, a white male and a white female, and they were attempting to arrest him. Now the white male was punching him in his ribs, and the white female had tasered him in an attempt to like stabilize him to stop him, and it didn't work. So after that they had like went around the front of his car, and when he had opened the door, which his three sons were inside the car, he had opened the door and he had got shot by the white police officer 7 times in his back. And it kind of like did something to his spinal cord, so now like he's like partially paralyzed, like he can't do anything like beneath the waist, so like all that part of him is paralyzed. And his mom and like basically his parents went on this whole newscast and they were just like, like we was trying to stop the violence and everything, and now that this has happened to him, like we have to do something. And he doesn't really, according to his mom, he doesn't really like violent protests. He doesn't really like the looting and everything. So like he wanted peaceful protests, but despite that, somebody did like this whole big protest for him, and the protesters against the police. And um, it was actually another altercation that they were talking about with a white 17-year-old boy who was shooting at the protesters for protesting about his about shoot, what was I ready to say? He was basically shooting at them just because they were protesting a black man. So he was basically part of this like racist group. Um, and like they threw tear gas at the protesters and everything. Like it was just a hot mess. It was a bunch of businesses and houses that were burnt down. And my thoughts on everything is just like this never had to happen in the first place. And then the fact that they're not even telling the full story, like it makes me feel like this could happen to me. Like it makes me feel like when my story comes out, if this were to ever happen to me, it's like they wouldn't say the full thing and I would never get justice for myself. It makes me afraid for my future kids. It makes me afraid for my brother. It makes me afraid for my father, everything. And like his kids had to see him get shot 7 times in the back. And like I thought about it in my head. I was just like, I tried to visualize it. And it's just like bow, 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 7 times. It's like I don't see in any instance if that was necessary, even if he was resisting arrest. Like he was basically just trying to get his sons out of like a volatile situation. Like it was just getting to be too much. So why wouldn't he take his kids out that situation? It makes absolutely no sense to me. But those were my initial thoughts on the situation. After hearing it, Corey, Miss Mo, what y'all think?
So I would say like that sorry for his family and all of that, like that was just real crazy. And I actually saw the video on Twitter and I clicked on it and I was like, really? Did this really just happen after we just went through all of that stuff about the riots, the protests, all of this, and for you to shoot him 7 times? Why 7? Well, you just wanted to shoot your gun, right? Like you already shot him. I heard both of the 2 shots go off. You shot him, and then he paused and started shooting again. Like it was like very crazy. And 7 times though. That's emptying the whole. That's the whole clip. Why? And then it just gets even more crazy because now the guy, you say he's paralyzed and he's in a hospital now. He can't walk. He can't walk now. His sons had to, or his children had to see him get shot while he was in the car. And it's like just crazy how they doing us. And like, yes, it makes me scared for my father as well, because I know my father has a mouth on him, and I know he will talk back. So that makes me scared too. And I feel as though like they just looking for teens out here, really, or black males out here, period. Because yesterday I was with my friends and we was just walking, and you can tell we was up to something, like we was gonna go take pictures. Everybody with us had a big camera in their hand, and police stop us, ask us what we doing, this, that, and the third. Y'all need to leave, go back to your car. And we was like, really? Just because we ready to take pictures. And good thing we was leaving at the moment anyway, but still that was crazy just for them to even come up to us to tell us leave. And we wasn't bothering nobody, and there was a whole group of people sitting there smoking and drinking and talking and all of that, but they come straight to us. But I feel as though like we just starting to get singled out, and this world is coming to something like that's not good at all.
Yeah, so thank you, John, for sharing the overview and then for sharing your thoughts. And thank you, Corey, for sharing your thoughts about it as well. Um, I want to pose the question, to everybody just tuning in right now, and just anybody who wants to say anything, like, how are you feeling right now? Because this is kind of the time and the space that we're going to dedicate to that. Like, how are you feeling? However you're feeling is justified. If you're feeling like, very emotional, absolutely justified. If you're feeling numb, because some people are actually, feeling very numb to these kind of situations, that's justified. If you're feeling just angry, that's justified. Just whatever thoughts that you have kind of going through your head that you kind of want to work through, absolutely drop them in the chat. And I'm sure John and Corey will, keep, making sure that we'll read them as we're going along. But my thoughts, my thoughts are, I was just looking because this social media thing is very. I wasn't into social media just in general for a while. I really got into it because of y'all, for the most part. 'Cause that's where y'all are at. So I was like, all right, let me get my Instagram back. Okay, that's cool. So I've had it back for about like a year now or something like that. But I saw it start to come up, and all I could think was like, not again. And I mean, it happens often. It happens more often than these highlighted stories on CNN, or on Instagram or on Twitter or whatever. It happens more often than that. But these stories come out, and it's just like, wow. I did not watch the video. That was by choice, because I was just like, I can't, in my heart right now, and I don't know if, excuse me, if ever I'm gonna be able to watch it again. I mean, watch it just for the first time. I don't know, because that's just a lot for me in particular. I think that the difference with this story, in comparison to other stories, all tragic. Please do not get me wrong. Definitely all tragic. He survived, so he is currently alive, and that is like mind-boggling to me. That particular part, because it's like just the amount of trauma, like his kids were there, like had John and Corey both mentioned, like his kids were there. And then he went through that, got shot 7 times. He's alive. And then that's like crazy to me because it's like you have completely changed his whole life. Like you just made that decision for him just with, in seconds, like completely changed his whole life. And it's like, what did he do? I don't know. What was he doing? Like, why is he such a threat to you to the point where he had nothing on him? He had nothing that was threatening about him, but you just decided to just unload your gun on him. And this man is alive and he knows that you did it and he felt all that pain and he currently is still feeling that pain of recovery. So it's just like, that's so mind-boggling to me. And then I want to touch on um just but John mentioned it quickly. I'm just going to mention it again about that. I think he was like 17 or something like that. Don't quote me, but he was walking. My man was walking around. Not my man. Sorry, I don't like him. I don't know who he is, but I don't like him. But he was walking around with a rifle, a whole rifle, like not even like some little gun. He had a big old gun strapped to him, and police was like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? Have a good night." And I'm like, okay, all right, we have completely lost our minds, obviously, like for real. So that's just kind of where I am. Very just heavy hearted. And I want to make sure that, your comments are read as well. So go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna read some of these comments and I'm gonna kind of like add like certain stuff. Um, so Naeem says it was no violence or vengeance needed because if the altercation was being separated in a positive way by the individual, then there's no need for any police or enforcers to come anyway. Absolutely. Like that's kind of how I feel. Like it was like, why if anybody should be getting arrested, it should be the two women that were in the fight. And like I would like if I was to change it, like I would say like if I really felt like he had something to do with it, I would take him into questioning first if I was a police officer. Like I would take him into questioning and then arrest the two girls that were actually in the altercation. Like I feel like they were thinking about this logically about what they were doing. It's just like, these stuff like this comes into personal intentions. Like it was a white police officer and he saw a black man. That's all there was to it. And he decided to shoot him because he has the authority to do so. And he shouldn't have to do any of that. Like, and that's to me, it makes me feel like I don't want to go outside. Like even after Corona is over, I don't want to go outside. I don't want to be on the streets. I don't want to drive my own car. Like I don't want to do stuff that life has to offer. I don't want to do any of that as a black boy, a black young man, and like in a couple years, a black adult. Like I feel like I don't want to do that. Um, and then like it's people that's supporting it too. It's people that's just in support of Jacob Blake himself. I forgot to mention, but the NBA they had to cancel a few games because players refused to play. The WNBA, MLB, everybody is just kind of just like, no, we're not going to do this. It's racial injustice and it has to be dealt with. And like I commend them for that. And even Barack Obama himself tweeted and commended them on that. And I mean, like, it's about time. Like, if we can't go out on the streets and protest, and if that's such a problem, then we have to start, finding other ways to do it. For them, it's just, not playing their games, refusing to play the games, refusing to provide entertainment. It's stuff like that. And like this is the kind of stuff that people don't want to see. They don't want to see 3, now 4 black faces talking about things like this as if like we don't have any education and we don't like we don't have any right to talk about things like this. This is what they don't want to see. But this is the exact reason why conversations like this need to continue. This is exactly why conversations like this need to be amplified to the media. This is exactly why like we have to push this into the media, not just oh, the white police officer had a reason to shoot him. He was black, so he's automatically criminal. So that justifies everything that he did. It shouldn't have to be like that. And yeah, I really feel like it just makes me afraid. That it's white police officers with thoughts and intentions to kill me, because that was the police officer's intention with 7 shots, to kill him. Let's be completely honest. Yeah. Hey, Naeem.
What's good, bro? How's it going? I ain't even talked to you in a minute, bro. Like, come on, man. But yeah, like I didn't watch the video myself, cause first of all, I don't like seeing a person. It don't matter what color it is. I don't like to see a person get harmed or shot or anything. But my take on this, I think the reason why, but it shouldn't happen. Like when you see an unarmed individual, especially he's black, because like when mostly police officers say they are quote unquote threat, because I remember I was in a room before with police officers. They was explaining why they should feel like they have to judge the order to complete that task. And I remember one time I had a conversation with a former police officer. The reason why he left, because the police so judgmental and prejudiced, they just don't observe an individual. How you want to judge the outside of an individual when you don't observe the inside? Like same thing, like an example, if you when you see a person that's broke down to his last, that don't have nothing, you say he don't have this or what he look like, but at the same time, people people always when they have a gun on the badge, they feel like they're superior. That means they higher, or they better than someone. They feel like, oh, if he's a black individual, okay, I got a gun. He's an inferior. He can't do nothing with me because I got a gun. But at the same time, it's no. If you want to solve your problems, at least talk to the person. Don't just point fingers or say, oh, you did this and the third. Talk with them so you can observe. So I think the problem is just superior and inferior and equality. That's the that's I think the main three things that's problem with the system now. Just equality, superior, and inferior.
Thank you, Naeem. Thank you for, hopping on here, T. Corey, anything that you wanted to add?
Yeah, Naeem, I say you add, like, you hit it on the money, and like Miss Mo, you talked about that guy, that the white male. You said, John, he was shooting at the crowd that was protesting. So him shooting at the crowd, and they was protesting. He walking around with a big rifle. And where was this at again?
This was in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
I don't even think that state has open carry. So, and if you like watch the whole video, he asked, "Could I get a bottle of water?" And they talk on the mic and say, "Yeah, we'll get you a bottle of water. Stand right there." We got him a bottle of water, and that man went on with his day. Like it's just crazy out here. Like I just want to know, like, what happened to the world? Like all of this stuff didn't happen when. I mean, we always had police brutality, but a lot of it didn't.
Somebody always calling Corey, y'all.
Yeah.
Please, why? Why is somebody always calling Corey? Like literally every meeting that I'm on with this man, somebody's always calling him.
Calm down.
I'm just saying.
But like I was saying, what it is that we need to change. But what is the president? If we change the president, what you think gonna happen? For me, I really think if we change the president, it's just gonna get more worse because they want that man. All these people feel as though they got a lot of power because they got a racist president. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. So they just feel like they can come out and be racist to all the Karens and the Bobs, want to come out and harass us and say things to us. Like, what do we have to do? Like, what is going to have to change? Like, really, what do we got to do for everything to change? Like, for the world to just become like not great, because nobody can be excellent, but just better than it is now, because this is really getting unacceptable. And then it goes viral on social media. I know everyone sees it, the president sees it, and he don't care at all. At all, he doesn't care, because it's supposed to be something happening to these police officers. If you ask me, something's supposed to happen to these people. A suspension? Wow, what's that gonna do? Gonna get suspended, come right back, do the same thing again. What's happening with that police officer right now? Who knows? That man probably out here again looking for somebody else to shoot. Like, and then that stuff not smart. And like the tasers and stuff like that, like that stuff is uncalled for. If you like, little did you know, after they shoot the taser, that cartridge that they use, they got, the officer has to go buy another one. They gotta buy that. The city don't give that to them, so they go buy them for $100 and some dollars, and they gotta go purchase that. Their bullets, they gotta go purchase that. I feel as though they just want to put their stuff to use because they bought it with their money, and it's like crazy. And it's just hurt. It just hurt my heart, like just to know stuff like this happens out here and we can't do nothing about it. Because if we try to go do something about it, then we might, God forbid, we might end up like getting shot or something like that. I hope not, but it just hurts just to sit here and just watch and we can't do anything about it.
I honestly think that this is a repeat. We remember a couple months ago, George Floyd, everything that happened with him, and the officers got placed on leave for about a month or so, I believe, before they actually got fired. Like we had to burn buildings, we had to loot stores, including Black businesses. Like we had to do all of this, and now it's a repeat of history. Now the officers that paralyzed Jacob Blake are placed on administrative leave. Um, I find this to be a problem. It's a huge problem. Like if all the other police departments have not known by now, Black people and supporters of Black people, we don't play about situations like this. We will keep going. Protests are still going about George Floyd and now about Jacob Blake. Like I don't see it stopping anytime soon because people are actually serious about it now. We see that this is happening at a much more consistent rate that has been happening in the past. Like now, within the span of like a year, we've lost George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and we could have lost Jacob Blake, like, and so many more names that need to be put into the media. Like, this is serious. Like, we have like entire screens to be filled, names that could go on for days about Black people who are just killed by police brutality, all surrounded by an idea of racism. Like, I'm sorry, like, I just want somebody to propose a solution because I honestly don't know. And since we've gotten to this point now to where as though like we feel like we have to protest and we have to loot stores and put stuff on fire, that's obviously not working because we still have situations going on like Jacob Blake's situation today. So like I honestly don't know what to do. But like changing the president, like you said, Corey, we've seen what Trump has done within the last 4 years, which is honestly nothing. And now they want to put him back into office for 4 more years. And everybody is leaning on the fact, yeah. They want to put him back in for 4 more years, like to do the exact same thing that he did. So we're going to have 8 years of no progress. Like, I don't understand that. But now people are lingering on the fact that Mike Pence, his VP, his vice president, was the only one in the Republican National Convention that actually spoke on the stuff that was happening with Jacob Blake. So now they feel like that's a reason to vote him, which is voting with Trump. Like they want to put him and Trump back into the office just for mentioning the situation. He said, and I was actually watching it. Pence said, what did he say? He said, we need to stop the violence. We did not overcome hundreds of years of people in war so that we can have our freedom, that Americans are just putting each other down. Um, I'm just like, the words are nice. The words are cool. It's the same thing with Black Lives Matter. People will say Black Lives Matter, but on the inside, it's just they don't care about us. Like words can mean absolutely anything, but if the action isn't taken, I don't see any reason to side with you. Mike Pence, you have Donald Trump under your belt, and that's already putting you down. Now you're trying to say that you're going to change the country and make America great again. America has never been great since the beginning. Like, the whole reason we're here is because the white man brought us here to a land that wasn't even theirs. Like, this was the Native Americans' land first. So, like, America has never been great from the beginning, and now like you're saying that you're going to make America great within the span of 4 years. I don't believe it. I don't even think that they're going to start the process of doing so. And honestly, with Joe Biden, I gotta be honest. Everybody is siding with him because he has Kamala Harris, and Kamala Harris is both black and both woman. So like they would immediately side with him because like they think that he's supportive of the black community, and I genuinely believe that he is. At the same time, I don't know too much about Joe Biden. I have to be honest from a political standpoint. I don't know too much about him. I just know that he was Barack Obama's vice president. And like Michelle Obama and Barack Obama, they support him. So like, but I feel like that's a reason for everybody else. They feel like since they support him, that he's just automatically the best choice. And I feel like you have to interpret it yourself. Like, what do you want for the country? Um, I say anything is better than Trump at this point. Joe Biden has honestly proven to me, based off of what I've seen him do with Obamacare and all of that, he's proven to me that he actually wants better for this country. That's why I'm siding with him. Not for the fact that he chose a woman and an African American woman to be his vice president, because that woman very well could have been having a criminal type of mindset. We putting her into office just because she's black and she's a woman, but she could be having the completely wrong motives on the other side. That's why we can't go based off of black. We can't go based off of a woman. You have to see the person for who they are. And I think Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, they would be really good. They would be a really good president and vice president for our country in order for us to move forward. Mike Pence and Donald Trump, you know what they say? You've tried Trump and Pence, now try common sense. So look, we're gonna try common sense. We're gonna go with Joe Biden. We're gonna go with Kamala Harris. We gotta see what happens. But I feel like, yeah, we do actually need to try common sense. It has not worked within the last 4 years, and I'm not gonna try another 4 years of my American citizenship for them. No, I'm big.
I have never heard that before. That was hilarious. I need to put that on my wall. That is funny. Okay. Did you make that up or you saw that somewhere?
No, seriously, they actually put that on Twitter. It's viral on Twitter. Like, I swear.
Okay. I like that. That's nice. All right. So go ahead, Naeem. I'm sorry.
What's the question again?
It's really not a question. It's just
You're
more
really just talking. You're really just talking.
I got a lot to say. Like John said and Corey said. So I'm gonna start with Corey first. When people do this for money, yes, they do it for rewards to better themselves and feel like they're superior. When you granted with rewards, it's only for you to consume. Rewards don't make you as a superior. But when you're trying to be like higher rank with rewards, it's really completely a waste. And what John said, when people like and stuff like that, it that's the thing. People like he said, he don't know too much about Joe Biden. Me either. That's why, like, I can't say I vote for that person, this person when I observe them. My, instead of me voting, why I can't just stand up and if I want to be the president, why I can't just do it myself? Instead of me expecting someone to do it, I'm gonna do it myself. It's no need of me giving patience and stuff like that just for somebody to fix a problem. I could do it myself. It's just that I need people thoughts and input and voice. And I believe all people, it don't matter who they are, what they look like, should receive equality. Equality. Don't matter whether it's positive or a negative. If, say example, if a black individual killed a black individual, okay, they may receive a death sentence. But if a white individual kill a white individual or anyone, they should receive a death sentence. You know why? Because if two different races don't receive the same consequence, the same something is not right. And it's not fair because you if you don't have equality, it's not going to solve anything. It's just not. It's going to have unbalance.
All right. Um, I just wanted to say, like, not to get back on the topic, but I would like to say, like, all police are not bad. All of them are not. And I know that from my personal thing because I'm actually cool with a bunch of police officers. I would like to say, and yes, I know like some white police officers, but they're cool and like they love black people and things like that. And there's some black police officers out here that I know and they love me and I love them as well. And they say that they want to leave their job because they're tired of what's going on out here. They don't even want to be a police officer no more. They say it's time for them to be done and over with, but the only thing is they just don't have anything to lean back on because you know it's COVID out here and it's hard to get a job now. And it's like it's getting crazy because you have police officers that wanted to be police officers that have been in a little police force for over 20 years, just want out. They don't even want to be out here in the streets no more because it's getting dangerous. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Just don't go look at all police officers as bad. Some of them are still good.
Wait, Cat, one more thing, one more. Yeah, all police officers is not bad, and no, they're not judgmental. But like my thing is like when you're a police officer, you should like solve your problems by any means necessary. You shouldn't feel like you could be a superior or an inferior because it's not going to end up the way how you want it in a positive way. Yeah, police officers is not bad. It's yeah, I met police officers not bad, but at the same time, you don't know who they are, you don't know what they do behind closed doors. You gotta observe them from to the inside to the fullest of the lowest of the low. Because they tell you this in your face, it's not gonna always be the same. Because what they show you what they got in their hand, it's not gonna be always the same, whether it's bad or positive or neutral. You don't know. You don't know. I mean, I'm not saying, oh, you don't know the fact that, oh, I'm not trying to disagree. I agree with you saying, but it's just that you just gotta observe more. Like you gotta get to know them. Besides of them being an officer, know them as an individual.
My problem is that kind of piggybacking off of what Corey says, you got police officers out here that don't even want to do their job anymore. Good, genuine police officers and you have them leaving their occupation that they wanted to do. Now that's the problem for two reasons. One, they can't actually do what they want to do because they're not happy doing it anymore. And then the second thing is the more good police officers that leave, the more corrupt ones that are actually in our system. Um, and then like what Naeem was saying, I feel like I honestly feel like this conversation right here is something that they're not going to listen to. It's something that none of them are going to listen to. And I feel like people are stubborn. Americans are stubborn. They are going to want to stick to their own ideas of what they feel like is right, what they feel like is wrong, whether we are worthy of action, whether Black Americans are worthy of even being Americans. There are some police officers that do that. Now, like I said, we've had a bad reputation from the beginning that we didn't even create. We were known as monkeys. We were known as blackface. We were known as all of this, like before, like any of our time, we were known as that when we were brought here. So, like, of course, people are going to carry that stereotype on into the future. They're going to carry it into now, to where as though um, you're a monkey, you don't, they can't do what they want or leave because they're allowing the commissioner to hold them back. But that's one of the specific reasons. Yeah, absolutely. I just really feel like it's just wrong. It's wrong. It's been wrong. It's still wrong. And unless we do something, I like we just have to do something like something different. We've already been trying to protest and the looting and everything, and President Trump is now sending people from the National Coast Guard down there to try and stop it because now it's like 500 of them down there, and last week it was 125. Like I don't like what is he doing? Like what is he doing in office? Like what is they going to do? Like we're very stubborn people when it comes to this topic, and we aren't going to stop. So I mean, like what are you doing? Like I'm sorry, like I don't understand. Like why did we even vote him into office in 2016 anyway? Like couldn't Barack Obama just had a third term? Like I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I wanted to piggyback a little bit off of what Corey said. Like I also don't think all police are bad. I know I'm backtracking a little bit, but I also don't think all police are bad. Like there's a lot of good ones out there, but like if like you got 50 people out of 500 a part of an organization that's telling people to do bad things, then like the other 450, whether or not they agree with that company's ideals, are also under the company. You feel me? Like you can't just kind of like remove that out of the picture when like they also a part of the picture. Not saying that those people didn't come with good intentions, piggybacking off of J. Cole. Um, just saying like, you know, if you joined under that organization and you know you acting under that organization, then those bad actions are also like a representation of what you joined into. You feel me?
Yeah. I understand that. Yeah.
But like, I still think that speaks like a lot of numbers for like the good cops because they don't like it's hard. Like if I was a soldier in the army and then like everybody that I know just went to a war to kill a bunch of people that maybe don't deserve it or maybe got families at home too. I'm just acting, you know, under that organization, not necessarily because I want to commit evil, but because I want to stay loyal to my country. Same thing with the police. They want to stay loyal to whoever hired them, you know, police commissioner or I guess whoever they put their loyalty to when they join the organization. So it's like it's a hard mix between, you know, you got the racist ones who are blatantly racist. Cool. I know who you are. That's fine. But like for like the good cops, like you claim to be good and yet like you're under an organization that's like indirectly condoning this evil. Like I'd rather know you evil so I know how to deal with you than like know that you got some good heart in you and you know, yet you still letting this type of stuff go on.
I think a vital part of how we can make this better is if we just stop teaching our kids these stereotypical ideas of the opposite race. Like white people automatically tell their children like black people are monkeys, black people are bad, black people are criminal. And then like black people do it too. Black people have an interaction with white people or like a specific racist officer, and then they will tell their kids like white people are just like white people are the enemy. Like we don't want to be like them. And like all white people aren't bad. I have friends that stand with the black community, but also tell me like we will never understand exactly what you and your race are going through, but we support you through all of it. Like there are certain white people who actually stand with us. Like don't categorize everybody. That's honestly the worst thing to do. If you categorize a black criminal and you just say that all black people are bad, that's bad categorization. If you categorize a bad police officer with the rest of the police department, then you're saying that the whole police department is bad. That's bad categorization. If you say that a white person is using their privilege in a negative way to harm a black person, and you're saying that all white people are bad because of that, that is bad categorization. Stop generalizing people. Everybody is different. Not all white people want to harm black people. Not all black people are criminals. Not all police officers are rogue. Not all police officers are bad. Like just I really feel like that's a vital part as to how we can continue with this and how we could like potentially make it better. Stop teaching our kids like just the most racist and just the most undeserving things because they aren't born like that. They should be able to grow up and have their own ideas of people. And yeah, like I feel like all of that needs to be changed because that's part of the reason why we have what we have now with these racist ideas still going on after generations.
I want to touch on that. Yes, especially you don't have the privilege to set those decisions because that may be your child, but at the same time, you only can control you, you only can change you, and only you. Because that's the only privilege. That I mean, I don't. That's not the only privilege you got, but that's the only privilege you have due to control and discipline and stuff like that. And that's what people need to know. Like, all because like, oh, you this and that, and this person is in the streets all the time. But like you, say example, if you're a mayor, and you talking about, oh, oh, this ain't my fault, or I ain't got nothing to do with this and stuff like that. It's it still applies to you like what his name, Khalil, like he said, what, stick to your commitment. Stop like not always trying to sweep things under the rug. If you made it, you made it. Start what you start. I mean, finish what you started. Like, it's no need. Like, just start something positive, so things could go the way you expected in a positive way. There's no need. Equality or equity. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I know we got to end off soon, but uh, I'm gonna probably drop a little bombshell. But like personally, like I've been pushing this for like pretty much everybody that I talk about, like racial tension in America with. Like I think the one thing that we missing out of everything that we've been like hashing over is like actual discussion with the people that like are doing the things that we don't like committing the racist acts and stuff like that. And like I don't know a lot of people who I can say, yo, I want to be face to face with somebody who is anti-protest or anti-racist and have a genuine discussion with them without name calling or none of that or like accusing or anything. And it'd be like there's like 100 things like that they got a problem with instead of just being like, all right, bet. Like, let's be on equal ground because that's where everybody's at. No matter what actions you commit, we all equal people. And let's just like talk about, all right, you're anti-protest. Why? Like, what makes you do these things? You might be racist. Who taught you these? Like, who taught you to think this way? You feel me? Like, I'm 100% for the Black Lives Matter movement, but I disagree a lot with a majority of the people who are like going to like how they're going with it. Cause like I support exactly what the movement stands for. Like, you know, Black Lives Matter too. We're equal. Why should we be treated any less? But like, I'm not going like haze because it's happened before with like one of the people who goes to my school where like they do something racist or dumb because they weren't thinking about it, or maybe they were racist, either way. And then like the whole of the Black community proceeds to like haze that person and ruin like their life for like, you know, the rest. And like what I'm saying is that like there should be punishment for actions like that. Like don't just go off like and like let them go coddle them like, oh, like you can do this whatever you want, I just want to talk to you real quick. Now what I'm saying is that like we have a responsibility if we want to change something to educate the people who we want to change on why they should change, and also understand the root of their problems as well, so we can both come to common ground. Like a lot of the problems, my bad, but a lot of the problems are like usually rooted in childhood, or like something that's not something that hasn't been reined in. You know, it's a lot that I think we just need to talk over. Like, let's talk, bro. Let's talk, please.
I agree. People just need to speak up. Conversations like this do not need to stop at all. And it's a shame that we're having this conversation just about a different person. But you know, like conversations like this should just never stop. And I heard Prince EA say this, but I completely agree. All people that are for the All Lives Matter movement are just plain ignorant. All lives cannot matter until Black Lives Matter, and that's just the end of it. Like, if you're saying all lives matter, that includes Black lives. Don't exclude us. We are a big part of the American population, and we all matter. So, it's 6:56. I hate this. Listen, but everybody that's watching, like, honestly, just say something. Like, no matter what it is, like say what you believe in. Like I know like a majority, at least a majority of the people watching this are Black. So like just say something. That's my drill for today. Just say something. Say something that you believe in, say something that is right, and just do all that you could do. And yeah.
Corey, what's your jewel?
That's crazy. But I would say, please stay safe. Don't go ahead looking for trouble. And also, watch your surroundings at all times and don't do nothing to spook the police. Please.
Hi. Thank you, Corey. Thank you, John.
All right. So, and I think this is a problem with all people that don't, well, not all, but majority. Let me rephrase that. If I can't say the specific word or language or figurative of language, you can't say it and nobody else can say it, because if I keep saying, I can't like say same thing with like the N word and stuff. If I say it and you cop, if I can't get mad at you at that because oh you got it from you. Not only you got, the only person you got it from is me. But if I don't like it, I have to stop it. I might as well stop it, because how I'm gonna keep saying words that I don't like. And yeah, I just don't say things that you would get offensive if you don't want nobody else to say it. Don't follow up if you don't like it.
Thank you, Naeem. And then Beats, your jewel.
I'm gonna be back on in a little while, but
It don't matter.
it's cool. It's cool. My jewel, I just say like, if you got somebody where you don't agree with their views or something like that, like, don't be afraid to have the initiative to start a conversation or start a discussion about it. You ain't gotta be like accusatory or like you can just come to them on like the regular level of like, what do you think about this? And then, you know, once the conversation go further, then you get into what you really want to talk about. But like, talk to the people around you, figure out what they think, figure out who they are. Like, yeah, most of the problems that we have is because we don't discuss enough with each other. So yeah.
Thank y'all so much for providing this space this evening for people to talk about it, for providing your opinions and everything. Corey, you gotta turn that off. That's messing with my eyes. I'm old. I'm old.
Got the electric bill
Epilepsy. Turn it off. Like,
coming to your house, boy.
Um, it looks great, but my eyes could not take that right now. Okay.
Electric bill on the rise.
Honestly, BGE knocking on your door. But nah, thank y'all for creating this space and for really, talking about this. And I also think that it's important to include the female perspective of this as well. I mean, I was here, but from y'all, from Heartbeats, so maybe we can kind of talk about that from the female perspective as well, because our voice kind of gets lost in the sauce sometimes in this particular topic. So yeah, y'all, thank y'all so much. And I'm gonna see y'all. We'll see y'all soon. Sometime.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
wait.
up.
That hello, laws. Wait.
Huh?
You okay?
That hello, laws. Yeah, y'all just guessed that. She said hello, laws. Like, okay. I whatever.
Okay. All right, y'all. Get on out of here. Bye. Love y'all.
season 3 or let the get on the spree. All right, bye.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Bye-bye.
Oh yeah. Oh wait.
Shh. Don't start. We don't have time for that. All right, y'all. We're officially into the music track for tonight. I'm gonna give it right over to Beats because y'all know I don't know.
Yeah. How y'all doing? My name is KZI Beats. You can call me Beats. You can call me Kazzy. Some people do. I don't know. I'm thinking up new names while I'm going through. But we gonna have some fun today. Trust me. Fun today. I'm gonna be singing a lot today. Let me pull up the slides real quick that we're gonna be going over. And let's get right into it. Woo.
How y'all feeling today? Y'all good? How y'all feel about that conversation we just came off of?
Yeah, the conversation hit definitely.
Okay. Now you rocking with us for another hour?
Yeah. I remember like last live on Thursday for this, we had a little debate in the comments.
Okay.
That's Mr. Lee.
Yes, that's Mr. Lou. Hey, Mr. Lou.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
All right, can everybody see my screen okay? Everything that I'm doing?
Yeah, I think we're good. Yep, we can see it.
All right. Sounds good. All right. As I said before, you can call me Beats. That's what everybody else calls me. Today, we're going to be doing something special. I usually don't repeat the mission statement, but I will today because I think it's important. So yeah, throughout this whole thing, the aim is to we're gonna study some songwriting techniques to expand our musical potential, examine modern music like we're about to today, to analyze poetic technique. Once I'm gonna bring some more artists on here, and we're gonna go through their process for songwriting in some of the future sessions, and kind of get some notes for that. Study up if you want to, and then introduce some instruments. That's gonna be something that's coming up too. I got some bangers for y'all. But today, let me pull it up real quick. Today we are doing the J. Cole Chains lyric breakdown, and this is part 1 of 2. So next week we're going to be doing the other half of the song. This week we're just doing the first half. So let me go into how it goes down real quick. All right, so yeah. So today we're doing a breakdown of J. Cole's song Chains, from his album For Your Eyes Only. I'm gonna show a section of the song lyrics, play it, and have you guys discuss your interpretation of what Cole is trying to convey. So that's why I wanted some live input, because like I really want to hear what you guys think and all that, and get some good feedback. So yeah, once we come up with different interpretations of what Cole is trying to say, the underlying messages, or maybe the double meaning of what he's trying to put across, and the broader implication or feeling he's trying to give, which I'm going to go into a little bit more. Then I'm going to reveal the genius lyrics breakdown and show any techniques he used that we didn't already figure out, and then we can discuss it. So, whew, let's get right into it. All right. Everybody ready? Because like I'm ready to go. This is one of my favorite songs.
Yes, it's about Jermaine Lamar Cole. Yes.
She said the middle name. Oh my
God. Let's get into it.
Yeah. Lou and Naeem, have you guys heard J. Cole Change yet?
I mean, I used to listen to J. Cole often, but if I hear it, I'll know. I mean, I'll acknowledge it. I think I heard of Change before, but I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't think I'd probably recognize it, but I couldn't sing it to you off the top of my head.
Yeah. All right. I actually can't play the song for you guys. I'm gonna be rapping the lyrics for the most part, but my voice ain't that bad, so I'm gonna try the best I can to make it realistic. And then if y'all don't like how it sounds, then I'll probably stop, because you take the cues when you get them. But yeah, so this is the first verse of J. Cole Change. I'll wrap it off a little bit, and then after that, I'm gonna get y'all's input on what you think he's trying to say. I'm looking at the comments too, so y'all can comment down below what you think it is, and I'm definitely gonna be watching. So everybody in. All right. Yeah, my intuition's telling me there'll be better days. I sit in silence and find whenever I meditate, my fears alleviate, my tears evaporate, my faith don't deviate, ideas don't have a date. All right. So what do y'all think Cole is trying to say here? Like, give me some ideas. I'm looking for y'all's input.
All right, me first. I got you. So at the end, we said ideas don't have a date. I exactly agree, because when you have ideas, it's infinite. You have unlimited free time. If ideas have a limit or a time limit, you weren't able to have it the next day or the next minute. So
Okay.
ideas is basically unlimited and infinite. You can have when you have ideas, you can have many as you want. It don't matter. It's just that it don't come. It's just that you have more time. It don't run out. It doesn't have no limit to it.
So you trying to say like when he says ideas don't have a date, um his mind is going, like he got a lot of creativity inside him when like he meditates and like he's in silence.
Kinda, but like I'm saying, like no limit. Like it don't stop.
Okay. So like there's no limit to his creative potential.
Yeah, just non-stop.
Creative potential. All right. That's by Naeem, y'all. Potential. Put that as Naeem. Good. All right. My bad. All right. Anybody else got any more input? I'm looking at the comments also. What do y'all think he's trying to say?
Well, when I see that particular part, to me it's almost like he's saying, like, when he's by himself and like when he can hear himself think, that's where he's kind of at his greatest potential, because like you see him say like my fears alleviate, so like he doesn't really fear anything anymore, his tears kind of go away, so like that emotional like sadness or whatever that negative emotion is kind of goes away. I feel like he can think clearly, or more, more clear than he would like amongst other people or in other environments. So that's kind of
Okay.
what I get from that.
So you feel like he can think more clearly.
Mm-hmm.
And what else?
That he's just in a better a better environment, you know, kind of by himself versus in other environments or with other people. Like he can think clearly by himself.
That would be cool, but sometimes it's not for everyone.
Yeah, true, true. Some people get their best ideas when they're around other people, so it's a spectrum, man. But I definitely agree with what Miss Morgan said there. All right, Lou, you got any input?
Yeah, I'd probably kind of piggyback on what both Naeem and Morgan said. To me, it's kind of talking to like the power of like yourself, and you're able to be alone, and like Miss Morgan said, when you're in that silence and you can really pay attention to what you think and what you feel, there's a lot of power in you that you might not recognize when there's all of this noise going on around you.
Okay. So you feel like there's more power in self.
Or like superior or superiority, something like that, like being superior.
Self, and he's alone. Does that sum it up?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go back into present mode here. So we got a couple good responses here. So said there's no limit to his creative potential. Probably recite the bottom one. So there's no limit to his creative potential. He can think more clearly and is in a better environment when he's alone, and there's more power in himself when he's alone. Okay. So it seems like we're getting around like when he meditates, he's more at one with himself. Like he doesn't have to worry about everybody else. And of course, when you're like by yourself, you're not worried about anybody, so you can just spit whatever you want out your mouth. So like your creative potential just feels endless at that moment. So yeah, I'm definitely getting what y'all putting down. All right. Yeah. Let's move on to this next one. So, what larger ideas is Cole talking about? Cole talking about? My bad. So we got ideas like death, love, life, peace, happiness, freedom. Around that spectrum, like, what do y'all think are the larger ideas Cole's talking about? Miss Morgan, you can go first.
What year did For Your Eyes Only come out? Like 2016?
I want to say 2016.
Okay. I mean, yeah, he could be talking about anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he literally could be talking about anything. My mind automatically goes to like him being a black male in America. Like, he just is experiencing and seeing, experiencing certain things, but probably seeing, his family and his friends and just people that he doesn't know go through just tragic and just like heavy situations. So I feel like that's what he's kind of alluding to, when he's talking about like fears and things like that. I really, really love that the line about like his faith not deviating. So I think that he's talking about negative things just from this particular excerpt. Like that's just what's hitting me. So I think that he's talking about like death, and I think he's talking about like the harder parts of life and things like that. I don't personally see happiness up in there. However, if somebody could give me a different perspective, I definitely would love to hear that. So I just think that he's talking about just the negative situations that he's experienced and that he sees around him.
Well, I was more just using those as an example, like not really for you guys to choose from, more like just what like larger idea. Yeah, I definitely get what you mean. Okay. But so you feel like negative energy, like kind of like that, like maybe like a release of negative energy.
Yes.
Okay. So Morgan. wants to go up next?
I'll go. But I got a question though. When
Go.
when Miss Morgan said my faith don't devalue about releasing negative energy, do you mean like do you have it as negative energy or of releasing it like that? Like I just wanted to know a little bit because I don't know the word myself. So
Mm-hmm.
I would
So,
like to know myself.
okay. So that's a question specifically for me, Naeem.
Yeah, because I'm a little lost of the word, but
No, yeah. So, when I read my faith don't, not my faith. What is that? My faith don't deviate. I think obviously I go straight to like thinking of like a higher power. It doesn't necessarily mean that he's thinking of a higher power, but whatever he is believing in, it's strong is as strong as it can be in this particular moment. So like his faith is not wavering, it's not going anywhere, it's very sturdy in this particular moment. um and so I think that it's a place like a lot of times when you have faith in something, especially something that's larger than you, it's an opportunity for you to believe that you can get through whatever negative things or whatever kind of bad situations that you're going through. So that's what I mean by release of negative energy. And beats kind of help me put that into perspective and into words. But that's what I mean. Like, I think that he has just a strong faith right now, and that he's just able to just believe that he can get through his bad times or just the bad times that he's experiencing. Does that answer your question?
yeah, like say example, my faith it could be positive, but it could be strong as my negative energy, like what you're saying, right? It
Yeah,
could be it could be strong as, but not better as.
I think in this particular situation, he's saying that his faith is greater than
Oh,
his negative energy, so he's able to
Right.
release it.
like superior. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Oh yeah. My take for this, my idea. I think um non. I mean, I don't want to. I'm. I think it's about non-stop. Like what I talk about, the line ideas don't have a date. When you have ideas, it don't. It lasts forever. It's non-stop. You could create how many ideas you want. It don't come up to a limit. It don't come up to a bar. That's what privilege we have as human beings.
So like, trying to put in the words here. So like, non-stop creative potential, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Okay, put that down. Potential. And Tay Bands gave us some input real quick, and I wanted to put in. I definitely miss you. Tay Bands said a large idea he was talking about was peace. And
Yeah. So
yeah, what were you saying?
yeah, I would agree with you,
Yeah,
man.
I could definitely see that. All right, let me put peace down. Yeah, I feel like it's talking from maybe her perspective, like he seems really comfortable with himself at that moment. You know, like
Right.
he seems like he knows what makes him happy, and I think that's something that's really important. Put take bands down here. Next to Y. All right. All right. What input did you have, Mr. Lou?
When I think about the bigger idea, I think what comes through to me is probably hope and perseverance. So like knowing that it can get better, knowing that change can happen. Obviously the titles change, but having that hope that pulls you through and lets you know that tomorrow it can be different. The next day it can be different.
Definitely. Okay. So hope and perseverance. Perseverance. I'm messing with that. Heavy. Lou here. All right. So I'm gonna give you all the genius interpretation real quick, and then we can kind of interpret what we want from there, kind of discuss over what we think as well, along with their interpretation. So, uh, as tackling the first bar there, where they say intuition is the ability to understand something instinctively without the need for consciousness. So Cole wants to allow the instinctive feeling of hope for better days to take over instead of conscious overthinking. And they say that a common motif in Cole's songs, which is true, is that the path you're on is the right one. Like, whatever path you're going down, just things will improve if you just stick with it. So that's just the first bar. Like, already. And then this second bar says Cole reaffirms his claiming that when he meditates, he finds peace with himself, and he puts aside his emotions. He's no longer stressing about the future, and in turn, it allows his creative juices to flow, or what Naeem was talking about when he was talking about like nonstop creative potential. Like, it really does, So what do y'all think about that?
I'd go, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I definitely agree with the I mean, I like the second one, but I want to really get deep on the first one. When you said that the ability to understand something instinctively without the need for conscious reason. I
Mm-hmm.
think what that means is that not not like he's just gonna let stuff play it out for him instead of him doing all the overthinking and dirty work, instead of him pressing himself. Not not saying, oh, like getting too comfortable, or like saying acts is louder speak than words. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's like if if he it's like he's been ready. He's just letting his actions doing it for him instead of him overpressing himself. So he gonna
Okay.
let his work do it for him.
Yeah, I feel you. Okay.
I think I wanted to add real quick. I think it's very interesting, like how that particular sentence is worded, that Naeem just read, because it's saying like, I believe it's saying that like J. Cole's like instinct is to feel hope, and I think that's very like kind of glad over that, because I don't think that that's a lot of people's instinct to like feel hope for better days. I think, or maybe it is an instinct, and because the second part of it says like conscious overthinking and pessimism, so maybe that is an instinct. We literally just choose to be like overthinkers, and we literally just choose to be pessimists. I can't speak on which one is which, but I find that very just, I don't know. I like that. That like that's his instinct to. At least that's what Genius says. His instinct
Yeah.
to want hope for better days. So yeah, I want to highlight
All right. Lou, you got anything to add?
No, I think you guys summed it up. I think it's talking. I think it's interesting that we all kind of hit on a little bit of what this genius thing's talking about. It's good.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next one here. This is the next verse. It's a little bit longer. Shouldn't take too long to get through. I'm gonna go a little bit faster, so I'm not looking for like kind of compress your responses, because I want to make sure that we get through the whole thing and that we get to enjoy this whole experience. So next one up is his first verse. So he says, "But see, hold up. But see, I'm growing and getting stronger with every breath, bringing me closer to heaven's doors with every step. As we speak, I'm at peace, no longer scared to die. Most just don't believe in God, and so they terrified. It's either that or they be free, and they gonna go to asking the Father for forgiveness. God, I'm overwhelmed." And it says, "Please, God, I don't want to go to. I want to go to heaven." All right. So, what was y'all's? What do y'all think he's trying to say here? Naeem, you can go ahead and go first.
Man, I'm trying to get deep into this as I can. When you say as we uh yeah, as we speak, I'm at peace, no longer scared to die. Most dudes don't believe in God, and so they terrified. Either that or they be afraid they go to, you know. Uh, when I heard that, I can definitely relate to that because when you do when you sin, that people think they have the privilege to say or tell you or put you in a position where you going to that specific place. Like say I'm saying like, oh, I don't believe in the Lord, I don't believe in Allah, I think Allah don't exist and all. And then the individual will be like, oh, that's oh you oh that's a sin. You're going to eternal fire. I mean, I don't want to say the word. I'm gonna say eternal fire because that's what people and that's what small minded people say. That's what people with small mindsets say. Cause they don't
Mm-hmm.
be being prejudiced, they judgmental. They don't like I said, they only observe the outside, not the end. They're not observing the woes of the world. That's what they don't understand. And that's our leaders need to be. Not just judgmental and prejudice. Observe the laws of the world. That's my quote for the day.
All right. So you saying that people will only judge based on you doing a crime, opposed to maybe the reason why and like the core from that, kind of like that.
Exactly.
Okay. So the crimes you commit the core of why you felt like you had to go there. Go to that extent. I'll say to that extent. Okay. All right. All right. Lou, you up next. Hit me.
I think he's saying he's taking advantage of whatever time he has here, right? Like, I think he's talking
Mm-hmm.
about making sure that you capitalize because you don't know when your last breath is going to be.
Okay. So you said he's taking advantage of the time he's got because he doesn't know how much he's got left.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely see where you're coming from with that. Taking advantage of the time he's got. Doesn't know how much he has left. Make sure I put your name on there. People know it was you. Same for you. All right. All right, Miss Morgan, you were the final one in this. Let me look at the comments real quick. Okay. Anybody else who feels like they got an idea they want to share, hit me. Like I'm all for it. I want to know your opinion on this. All right, Miss Mo, you're up next.
Did you dig up a gospel song for us? Low key? Low key. This is
I won't confirm or deny.
Low key, this is the gospel song. And it's funny because you kind of told me about this earlier, and I was like, I hadn't listened to the song literally since the album came out. And so I was listening to it again. But it's hitting me just a little bit differently now because I'm like, whoa. I think that he's literally speaking as a man of faith right now. Like, I think he's just coming to terms. I feel like people, especially when they're exploring their faith, they, have a moment where they're like, okay, I really do believe in this stuff. Cause I think we all do have a moment where we're like, okay, we're going to kind of believe it because we grew up like this and this is what we know and things like that. But I think he's coming to terms with what his faith means for him in this particular moment. And I think that he's just kind of like, I'm not afraid to die because I already know my purpose and I know where I'm going and I know, kind of what's going to happen after this life and I'm going to make my impact while I'm here. And that's kind of it. So I need y'all to get on that wave with me. So I feel like that's what he's kind of saying.
Can I give a little?
Hold on, give me a second, Nine.
Sure.
So compact that real quick. So you said what?
Okay, I think he's discovering his faith for himself. Yeah, and that he knows his destination after this life.
I had that moment for myself, for real. I'm still going through it now, but you know, it gives me a lot more peace. Just know, all right, you know, I know I'm going somewhere, so I might as well just be along for the ride.
Yeah. Yeah.
Faithful himself. All right, Morgan. How you doing, Alarm? Okay. Naeem, you were about to say?
Uh, I was going to elaborate on what Miss Morgan said about how was this what I was going to say, like when she was saying, oh, when, oh, like he already know his purpose. He not afraid to die, so he probably know what's going to happen when he pass away and stuff like that. I want to elaborate, like when you when you think when you say you're not afraid. I mean, like when people say don't afraid to fail or afraid to fall. Like
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, when you predict stuff, or well, I mean, I'm not saying you don't know, but like you might want to be careful of how do you say it. How you say it is not what you said, it's how you say it. Cause
Mm-hmm.
in the day, you don't know what the decision's going to make or it's going to be official. I totally agree with Miss Morgan's input though. It's
Oh,
really
no, I don't. Remind me, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. He would say something. Naeem, you can go ahead, bro. My
me.
bad. Yeah. You had something left to say.
I thought I was not talking. What was the question again?
Never mind, bro. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right. So yeah, so what large ideas do you think Cole's talking about? Like ideas like, you know, death, love, life, coming of age, happiness, freedom, stuff like that. Just real general. Like get this on like the surface of what you think he's trying to cover. All right. Yeah, Miss Morgan, you can go first.
Okay, cool. I'll keep it simple. Just I said it all throughout my explanation. The faith is the big idea for me.
Faith. Okay. All right. Mr. Lou, you are up next.
Hmm. Miss Morgan took the good one.
I get a little creative.
Right. I would say like self-growth, self-betterment, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Self growth. Naeem, hit me, bro. I know you got something good. Come on.
Hmm. I want to say I don't want to only say freedom, but privileges. Like when he said he's by himself, he could do what he want without being judged. I I was I was I can relate to that because like you know, say example, I like dancing, right? Mind you, this true,
Mm-hmm.
this ain't made up for real. I like street dancing, like I was known for dancing and stuff like that, and known for crip walking, all of that stuff. But like when I do the crip walk, like from like I know I'll do it good, trust me. Like then, but at the same time, I was judged and misunderstood because like people thought like I'm gang affiliated, so that's why I don't do it often. And it's I mean I get it, it's part of the gang affiliation culture, but at the same time, it shouldn't be that way. Everybody should have privilege to do what they want by any means necessary. It's just a they people say it's a buggy, but it's especially but it's a dance basically. But people just want to interpret it and infiltrate it in that ways. And
Okay, so what's your idea there?
oh, my idea privileges.
Privileges. Okay. I can see where you might be getting that at too. All right. get back into it. On to this next verse. I think actually, no, we're going to the genius. Okay. All right. So this one was a little bit short, but it still hits the top. So as people grow older, they gain appreciation for things they may have taken for granted, like wisdom and maturity. Nonetheless, maturity constantly draws us all closer to death, which in Christianity can either lead to heaven or hell. So let me see. I might have another one. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna shorten this so don't feel like you have to read everything. So from Cole's viewpoint, people who don't believe in like God or something like that are afraid because they don't think things are gonna get any better. And so Cole contrasts God and people who control the jail because they both punish people for the crimes they commit. You know, one in a bigger sense than the other. Let me see. So Romans 8:27, he knows us far better than we know ourselves. Knows our pregnant condition and keeps us present before God. That's why we can be so sure that every detail in our lives of love for God is worked into something good. So just think over that one real quick, digest it. All right. J. Cole also explains that sin often stems us from the pain, the sins that have been committed on us. That pain can causes bitterness and causes us to seek escape, as well as a lack of wisdom that may be due to a situation. So, yeah. What's y'all's opinion? Does this like contrast to like confirm what you already thought this was about? Hit me.
I think it confirms. I like how they're talking about the escape kind of. I think that's a good summary of what the first verse that we looked at in Change was talking about, kind of that personal escape away from all the noise and all of the craziness of life. So yeah, I'd agree with it.
Yeah, I agree with Mr. Liu. I also just like his approach, because I feel like a lot of times in faith-based situations, or you know, when you talk about God and kind of like the Bible and everything like that, people are very quick to condemn versus like looking at the other side's point of view. Or even if it is an other side, are we really separate? Not really, but people consider it to be the other side. So I like that he's incorporating, you know, the faith aspect, but he's not condemning the people. He's he's recognizing the source of, you know, kind of that sin that he's talking about. So I like that.
I agree and I confirm. Oh my God, the ghetto. People coming in, man. But look, so I think I agree and then confirm it, because like he said, he know us better than we know ourselves. That's exact. That's I agree with that 100%, because people think, oh, cause what they have or what they consume or what they know, then that means what they know all about themselves now. Oh, okay, like it's just, you know, it's stuff like that.
Beats, you on mute. Can't hear you.
You gotta come back to me. I gotta do something. It's a
All right, cool.
It's okay.
Cool. Cut your camera off, bro. Camera and mic. Yeah. There we go. All right. Yeah, it seemed like you had a good point. Just couldn't get it out. That's cool. All right. Dang, that's the singing part. I should have took this one out. Shoot, I'm gonna try my best.
I sing. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna. I'm not. I'm not.
All right, so this one is the chorus. I'm gonna give it my best shot, y'all. Don't give me a 1 out of 10 because you're gonna make me cry. All right. I know you desperate for a change like the pain light, but the only real change come from inside. But the only real change come from inside. But the only real change come from in cemeteries or in chains. I see men cry, but the only real change comes from inside. The only real change comes from inside. Where change comes from. So yeah. All right. I'm gonna stop going above. Yeah. All right, whatever. What do y'all think Cole is trying to say? Give me ideas. Let me know what you think. Also, comments. Like, I'm still watching. I ain't seen nothing in a while. Give me your input. I want to know what y'all think Cole's trying to say here. Look over it. I'm gonna make sure I'm paying attention this time. Laser eye view. All right, I'm ready.
I mean, so I I feel like the first line I don't really get that much, and I'm just trying to figure it. I'm like, am I just not getting it? Like, is that just
Oh,
what
hold
it
up.
is? But
It's I know you desperate for a change, and then I think it's karma, and then let the pen glide.
oh no, I got you. I'm reading.
Oh, okay.
I read it like that. No, thank you. I got it. But
Yeah.
I'm just like, so is he saying to write it down, or is it like a deeper meaning? Or am I just reading too much into it? Is he really literally just saying like write down your ideas? Because that's just what I interpret. But I feel like it's supposed to mean something other than that. But other than that, I think it's very explicit what he means right there. Like you have to look inside yourself. And you have to look at like what you're doing and around you and everything like that, and like the deeper meaning for it in order for change to really happen. um and also the line that he says, like, in cemeteries or in change I see men cry, like that like hit me, because I was like, whether he's definitely talking about death, but then like in chains I saw like slaves like in chains, but then I'm also seeing handcuffs as well. So like it's just in this particular moment in time and in our world, that particular line hit me. But I think he's just saying like, look inside of yourself. And I think he's also talking to, again, that other side that I kind of mentioned earlier. Like, in order for people to, act differently and to act, human towards each other, we all have to look into ourselves and look at into that deeper meaning.
Okay. So
I'm sorry, because I don't be making it easier for you to put it in one sentence.
Write everything that you said.
yeah, just repeat it. I got you.
I'm so sorry, Khalil. So let me try to basically look inside of yourself to be the change that you want to see. I think that captures everything that I
Right.
said. Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Nah, I ain't up next. It's a little break, so I definitely got to hear something from you. Come on.
Naeem, did you want to say anything about this particular part?
Uh, yeah, sure. I don't mind. I like the short chorus where he says, but the only real change come from inside, and also in cemeteries or in chains, I see men cry. I want to do the little first part. The only change. Yes. You first of all, it starts with you first. Then it's the inside, cause you just, I mean, you have to stick to your commitments and stuff like that. But at the same time, like you said, it's just start with you first. Then you observe what's inside. You observe the change inside you. Like say example for me, like I thought like I was going to do music and stuff like that, but I end up doing app development and throwing pads. Like I literally focus on myself and more than that, um more than anybody else. Like I just been focused on myself. The only way I've been doing that, like how I know for the inside, maybe because I consistently do it. So that I'm like, okay, that's my purpose. So I'm gonna just keep it up and stuff like that. So I think, yeah, I really agree. It's just I'm going to say it starts with you first. It starts with you first before you can see the change.
There we go. Okay. So before you can see the change, it starts with you first. I'm messing with that. That's powerful. I know Miss Mo looking a little sassy right now because she basically said the same thing.
Don't put words in my mouth. Wait a minute. I didn't say that. I did not say that at all. No.
All right.
He's trying to get me caught up. I didn't say none of that.
Yeah. All right, Lou, what you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, without hearing, so I have a question. Is the reason you changed the color, like in the chorus, is he saying the stuff in blue and then there's backing vocals saying the stuff in purple? Is that how it works?
No, I didn't go that deep. Unfortunately, I should have went that deep, but I didn't. It was basically just like to make sure like certain ones popped out and certain ones. So like the repetition, like that should all go together. But those two bars
Right.
are like different from the rest. So I figured those should point out to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, what was cool is because I had the same thought about the first line that Miss Morgan had, but then I was like, well, maybe he's actually like writing this and talking to himself, like stop thinking about it, write what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
And so then it becomes this really like kind of like intimate kind of look into his mind's eye when he's writing this music.
Okay.
But then it's like it's almost like he's trying, to me, it's like he's trying to figure out like how he can say something powerful, but then he's like also having this self realization at the same time. He's like, the only thing I can really change is myself. Like the only thing that I can really guarantee that I can make better, that I can make different is me, if that makes sense. That's kind of what I'm reading from it.
Okay. So trying to figure out how to say something powerful. Say something powerful. Coming to the realization that he can only change himself. Kind of like that.
Yeah, and just it's like I don't know, because Miss Morgan's making me think of "Man in the Mirror" by Michael Jackson when he's talking about, right? So maybe we'll do that one next.
maybe I'll think about it. I'm gonna have to sing a lot more
Right.
enthusiastically.
I'll dance in the background.
All right, let's move on. All right, so what larger ideas do you think he's talking about in this one?
I'll go first. When we said in cemeteries when in chains, I see men cry. The cemeteries, the chains part, I think that's prevention. Like that's like feeling and um and insecure. Not insecurity. It's prevention. If you like, it's basically you like something is holding you back. Don't matter what it is.
Like adversity?
Yeah.
Okay. Adversity getting in the way. All right, messing with that one. Yeah, I can definitely see where you're coming from. All right. Ms. Morgan, go ahead, take it away.
Self-reflection.
Self-reflection. Okay. I can definitely agree with that. I think a lot of the times, like, especially me, like writing bars myself, like, I don't know what I'm writing. A lot of times we write my bars myself, like, I'm like affirming myself about things, not necessarily talking to people. And then it may be perceived that way. But a lot of the times when I'm writing down bars or if I'm feeling like, I want to write something like magical today, I don't know. But a lot of the times if I'm pouring out my feelings on like the paper, I'll be like writing down things like, you know, I'm talking to myself more than I'm talking to y'all. Not to remove y'all from the experience, but that's just how I get deeper into who I am. You feel me? So sometimes it really is just me and the pen. It's not really about like, you know, the big world aspect, because, you know, I already got that. You know, whatever I say, pretty much, you know, 50 million other people are feeling. But like when it's just me thinking like, all right, what do I got to say right now that's really conveying what I'm truly feeling? Like I'm desperate for a change, but I just gotta let the pen glide. You feel me? Like that's the only thing I can do right now. Uh, I think back a lot to the people that have died in my life and the people that got locked up, my ancestors, and I'm thinking in cemeteries or in chains, I see men cry because those are the people that I've had experiences with. And I don't know, it just like when you take the word just as your own and you stop trying to connect it to like the person trying to figure out who they are, I think you get a lot more from the song. All right. Mr. Lou, hit me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you guys pretty much covered it, but I think it's I mean it is almost like it's the reflection and the adversity, and then almost he's like trying to, like when you're talking about he's talking to himself, he's almost like trying to console himself a little bit, like trying to
Okay.
make himself feel better or find a way to kind of deal with this stuff.
That's interesting. Okay. Right now we got adversity getting in the way, we got self-reflection, we got self-consolation. Okay. If anybody from the chat wants to input anything, no matter what time you put it in, I'll bring it back. I'll make sure I include you in. Don't even worry about it. Just put your thoughts down below. Tay Dream said she agreed with Ms. Mo's uh, sidebar about self-reflection, and I 100% do as well. All right, let's keep it going. Here go to genius interpretation. All right, so people often look for change in their life to come from external sources, like in the form of a check or like a record contract. But Cole believes the real change for individuals come from within. In an interview with director Ryan Coogler, Cole explained his outlook. We got to turn our sights from outward at the system, which is totally wrong, to inward and how we've been affected by it and how we can work every day to clean ourselves. And I think it's interesting the language that he uses right there to clean ourselves. Like with poison, bro. It's like a lot of poison. That's interesting to me. It really is. What do y'all think?
Um. Okay. All right. Awesome. Cool. Uh, I want to elaborate with the final sentence of the first paragraph, when it says, "Cole believes that real change for individuals comes from within." I definitely agree 100%, no doubt, because, like I said, the first you start with yourself first.
Okay.
Oh,
Definitely.
I'm just looking at the comments.
Yes. Same, I feel you. All right.
Okay.
Let's get it moving on as soon as I can. Okay. All right. Anybody else got any input? Does this like affirm what you already thought, or maybe you see something different that you might have not seen before? Like, let me know.
I know we're short on time, so I just gave you a thumbs up saying
Okay.
that.
Dang, time went by fast. I didn't even realize. Okay. Let me start. All right. Dang. I don't even know how far we are in. Hold up. Let me make sure my plan is still going right. I might add the street pass. All right. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. I'll make it work. All right. Start going a little bit harder with the bars. Hopefully y'all feeling more. We can get some more authentic responses. All right. All right. Yeah, my chosen religion, Jesus peace hold up. Yeah, my chosen religion, Jesus peace frozen from sinning, doing dirt, hoping to God. He know my intentions to see a million flies, see a casket, and then another bar that rhymes with bastard. All right. So, what do y'all think Cole is trying to say here. Ideas, like rattle them off. We ain't got too much time. Stop your head. Let me know.
I mean, I do want to go first, but I don't want to like keep going first and not let anybody else get the opportunity.
Okay.
So, anybody else? I might as well go. Forget it. All right.
Thanks, Naeem.
Just keep it short. Just keep it short. We want to make sure we get everybody.
Okay. When he said Jesus peace, frozen from sinning, throwing dirt, hoping to God, you know my intentions. He mean like, oh, Jesus is fascinated from his sins, and he's hoping that to the Lord Himself that I hope He acknowledge or observes or at least forgive me for my intentions or my actions that happen at all times.
Is my intentions for the things I do. Which is let me say he hopes God acknowledges his intentions for the things he does. Mr. Lou, you up next?
He's I guess kind of to that end, repenting a little bit. It's almost like, like you would go to confession. It's almost like he's doing a confession, just saying, I've done wrong. But like Naeem said, hoping that God can see the actual intent behind his wrongdoings.
Okay. Like confessing to the Lord. All right, Ms. Mo, you got anything to add?
No, I'm gonna say I disagree. I just know we're short in time. I don't want to go all off the wall.
Okay. That's cool. Let me see. Okay. All right. You got a little bit too much bar here, so I'm gonna skip to the freaking Jesus interpretation, and then I'm gonna kind of rattle off myself, and that'll be it. All right. So he says, yeah, my chosen religion, Jesus, peace, frozen from sinning, doing dirt, hoping to God. He know my intentions to see a million before I see a casket. So here he says that Jesus, peace is dependent. All right, that's cool. So crime is his way of life, and he acquired Jesus peace with the money he made from his crimes. That's why he says doing dirt, hoping to God he knows my intentions. Seeing money and fall, see a casket. All right, for this one, all right, let me wrap it off real quick. I got a baby on the way, know he gonna be a bastard. I'm living fast like I'm in a drag race. Had that cash chase. When I was a senior, I was balling on my classmates. Just put 3 bullets in my car. I won't hit the gas tank. No, I got an angel because I'm supposed to have a halo. Right now, my lifestyle destined for a federal facility for my ability to make them birds fly. All right. We'll probably had it. Dang. So, bastard definition. Bastard is like when you born without parents, like unmarried parents. Oh, okay. So yeah. So basically, you're saying Cole is saying that a lot of his friends lacked in a federal facility, and I think I forgot to add it in here, but Cole is talking about talking from the perspective of his friend James, who is committing these criminal actions, and so he's kind of like from an outsider's view, talking about like how he might be feeling in the moments that he's committing these crimes. And so from James' perspective, his ability to make the birds fly or like ship out cocaine, do exports of cocaine, should have put him in prison. So like he's acknowledging that like his skills should have gotten him in jail. All right, it's probably going to be the last one. I'm not going for any other slides, so y'all can go ahead and let me know.
This took a turn. What happened? I'm glad that you explained kind of that transition, but I just like his perspective of, so I like him putting his I like just the perspective in general. So like to going back to your like big idea kind of theme. I think that he has like just great perspective, like representation in this particular song, because he's talking from himself, he's talking from a friend's perspective, he's talking from people that he's seen. And I think that that's some like a thing that people lack sometimes, and I think that's why people cannot like empathize or can't really, you know, come to terms with certain things and certain issues, because they're not able to put themselves in each other's shoes. In this particular case, he literally has gone through so many perspectives, and we didn't even go through all the lyrics yet, but like he's literally gone through so many perspectives. So I think that that's helpful, so that we can see, you know, kind of people's mindset and where people are.
Definitely. Mr. Lou, you can go ahead. Naeem, I'm gonna let you end it off.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same. I specifically like the line, "I know I got an angel because I'm supposed to have a halo." That's pretty powerful. Like, it's interesting where this whole song is him talking about like it's still kind of that self-reflection and repentance, but at the same time he's like, you know, this is how I am. This is the way that I keep going, and I just hope that God can see through to my intent. And I think this just continues down that kind of line of thinking.
Okay. Naeem, take it away, bro. You're the last one.
All right, thanks. Say no more. All right, I like the lyric line stand out to me. We said, right now, my lifestyle destined for a federal facility for my ability to make the birds fly. I want to speak on that. Like, when he said my lifestyle destined for the federal facility, that means like, oh, he's headed to jail or prison. Yeah, we all know that. But when he said for my ability to make the birds fly, it means like he wanted to. To me, I'm not saying, oh, this is actually confirmed. To me, I think it's either two ways. Either he want, okay, all right, he either want his peers to be out of the cage, which is the prison cells, or maybe, oh, he committing crimes, or make or cause adventures to someone to make someone pass away. Maybe that's the specific reason why he's in the federal facility. So that's what I was kind of thinking about when he said to make the birds fly. Like, cause you know how people be like, oh, when with that vocalism language, when they talk about make them fly and stuff like that, that's what it like stuck up to me.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. All right. I'm gonna get my last few words, what I think, and then after that, we're gonna end it off. Ms. Mo, I know we gotta end it off real quick. We on a tight schedule. All right, I'm gonna give my little sidebar. So yeah, I'm not gonna speak on the other half of the song because like the other half of the song that's gonna be interesting. Like when we get to next week, trust me, I'm waiting. But definitely, I think the transition is like it's so quick because like if you I think it's supposed to confuse you so you understand that it's from another perspective. Like it's people who like, you know, can seamlessly go from perspective to perspective and you wouldn't realize that it's two different people until like you look back at the song if you feel like it, and you realize that he's using two different characters. But I think here it's like kind of showing the contrast of like, all right, like if this was the song, this is like kind of cold where he's like, all right, like I'm feeling peace. I'm feeling like everything, like I got the reins over myself. I know what I want. I know how I make myself happy. And then it kind of just takes like a downward spiral where we get into like, all right, now I'm in a gunfight. Now everything is blazing. Gas tank blew up. Like I should be in a federal facility right now for the way that I make them birds fly. And you slowly realize, okay, this is descending more into madness. Like this isn't just Cole talking right here. This is the embodiment of what he's seen. You feel me? And like when you get deeper into that, you realize like how much Cole has gone through. Like he ain't just like spitting facts like as an old dad who wasn't like, you know, had any experiences. He's talking from that place like I've been there before. Like, I done seen everything that you're going through right now. Like, trust me when I say, like, I can spit the madness on any occasion, but I know the right way and I know how I want to guide you. So I got to show you this right here, this box that my friend was in. This is where you could be. This is how everything could end up. And like, he might be using him not as an example, because right here, he's not using him as like an example. He's more of like an observatory kind of thing, like observatory kind of perspective. But I'm saying he's kind of pointing people towards like, yo, listen deep, listen close. Like, this is the inner workings of my mind. This is how I think. This is what I saw. And I'm gonna put y'all on because like, if you want to go down this path, cool. Like, by all means, if that's what you think that you meant for. But I'm letting you know, like, this is what comes with it. This is the attitude of the people who choose this lifestyle. And like, if you can be happy with that and find happiness in it, then go ahead. But like, if you feel discontent, maybe this is the reason why. I had to let that silence marinate. All right, we're going to end it off real quick. It's 8:05. It's been a pleasure to share with y'all. My name is KZI Beats. We had the lovely Miss Mo here to give her input. We had my man's Naeem spit straight facts the whole way through, and we of course had Lou giving his input. And you know we always come with bangers. All right, y'all. Beats out.
Yeah, y'all don't do jewels on at the end of the track. Y'all don't do.
Oh, I mean, nah, not really. I guess I should. See,
I didn't know. I didn't want to kill the vibe.
It's cool. It's cool. See, I'm already saying about like ending the ball. I was great. Leave like what it is. It's cool. It's cool. All right, I guess we can take a jewel from everybody based on maybe something you observed from the song and some feelings that you got from it. I'll go last. You can go ahead first.
I would say my jewel would be, I think it is powerful, the idea that change comes from within, because everything external, it doesn't matter what situation you're in, you don't have complete control over it, but you always have control over you and what you do. So pay attention to yourself and start with yourself. Always try to be bettering and growing yourself.
Okay. Yes, I'm feeling that. That resonates. Happy. All right, Naeem, you go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought he was gonna pick Miss Mo because I was talking about shoes.
All right, Miss Mo, go ahead.
Fair.
Mine is faith is not limiting. I find it that people might think that it is, and I don't think that it is.
Okay.
I like that.
All right, Naeem, you ready yet, bro?
All right. I don't want to take up too much, but first thing first, it's great to meet you again, Mr. Lee. When we had that meeting, it was awesome.
Yeah, it's good meeting you too, man.
Yeah, I gotta get back in touch with you, but I would say is like actions speak louder than words and stuff like that, because you got materialistic stuff that don't speak, your actions speak for itself. So yeah.
Okay. Ms. Mo? Oh wait, no, Ms. Mo, you already went. All right. Let me give my jewel. If anything, like don't be pressured to get into a lifestyle. Like live how you want to live. Like God gave us a heart for a reason. The heart pulls towards what it wants. So like if you feel like something ain't right, like let it be known to yourself first. Like that's the most important thing. Say to yourself, like, yo, this don't feel right. And then after that, do something about it. Like simple as that. Like you know what you want. I'm 100% sure that you know what you like. You know that you don't like bologna sandwiches, but you might like ham. Same thing for this career path to another. Like I'm telling you, like go after what you want. Cause like 50 Cent said, you know, go hard or die trying. Shoot. All right. Now Beats is out. I didn't get my jewel. I'm going. I'm gone. See y'all later. Have a wonderful night.
Thanks, guys.
Thank y'all so much.
See ya.
Y'all. All right, y'all. We over time, but it's okay. It's okay. Thank you, Beats, and thank you, Mr. Lou, and thank you, Naeem, for the wonderful session tonight. I really enjoyed that. Just kind of like song analysis. So y'all know already know we'll be back next week with Winning Wednesdays at 6 and Thriving Thursdays at 6 as well. And then and then at 7 o'clock with the music track with Mr. Lou and Beats again next Thursday to analyze the second half of that song. I had fun tonight, y'all. And I will see y'all next week. Y'all know Miss Joni gonna be back, so yeah, I won't be ending y'all off and starting y'all off, but I'll be in the comments. So I see y'all, love y'all, and I hope that y'all have a good night. Bye bye.